All right, hey you guys, it's me again, Isaiah. Today's video is gonna be a little bit different. I really want to talk about my favorite snacks, my favorite Mexican snacks, because I feel that food is a really big thing in many people's lives and in cultures. And in my culture, since I'm Mexican, my favorite things are mainly snacks. I love Mexican food, and authentic Mexican food. Like my favorite dish is called menudo, and maybe someday I'll break down what that is. Some people get grossed out because the main ingredient is tripe, which is the stomach of the cow, but it's delicious. I love it, and it's so good. But obviously, I feel that the thing that most people would like to know are snacks, because snacks are kind of friendly to any palate. You don't really have to go out there and take a penicillin shot because you think you might get some sort of weird bug in your stomach. This is gonna be more of a chill bag, hanging out. I'll be eating most of the time. It might be a little bit of ASMR, but right now I'm just trying to unwind and chill. I've had a very, very stressful few days, actually, few weeks. There's a lot happening in my life. Nothing too bad, but also there are certain stresses happening where I won't be 100% myself until certain things, pan out. And I won't talk about them because I feel that energy can affect the outcome of a lot of things. I'm not superstitious. Superstition for me is kind of not, it doesn't really make sense, but I do believe in energy and the energy in the universe and energy from other people. It's kind of like that unknown sense that a human has, where it's like the sixth sense that a human has, that you can kind of I feel that it's energy. I feel that energy can be affected, like other people's energy can affect your energy. And if you put good energy out, then you get good things back or good energy back. And right now I'm trying to keep it positive. So I'm just going to leave it at that. And hopefully the universe and all my beautiful angels and gods just bless upon me and just make sure that everything that I'm worried about just kind of has a happy or a positive result. So let's go ahead and move on to my favorite Mexican snacks. Beep, 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 beep. Had to pause the recording for a tiny little bit because I'm also watching some TV, and sometimes this microphone is very sensitive. I'm trying to see the lights. Yeah, this microphone is super sensitive. If I'm too close and you hear my heavy ass breathing, or if I clap it's, you can hear it hella hard. And I'm watching HLN. It's like a network where they have nothing but murder mysteries, because I love murder mysteries. Anyways, let's move on to the snacks. So I'm gonna start with the more ornate, authentic, Latina snacks, and then I'll move into more newer snacks that probably some people have already tried. And the first snack is, boom, it's not soap, bitch. It's called dulce de calabaza, which means like pumpkin candy. So literally it's like a piece, it's like a chunk of pumpkin. Like this is literally like pumpkin. It's like a slab of pumpkin, and then it's caramelized on the outside with like brown and sugar cane. So technically it's almost like a rock, you know, that you can eat. And it's really yummy. So I'm gonna open this thing and then we're gonna try it, okay? So you unwrap it and it looks like this. This is unwrapped. And I'm gonna take a bite into it. So good. You know something's making you happy when you dance. This is good. So let me show you how the inside looks. When you bite into it, the inside is like literally meaty and chunky because of all the pumpkin that's in there. Do y'all see that? Don't look at my nail because it's fucked. But look at the pumpkin. That's all pumpkin meat. Ow. Boom. So good. The next candy. Boom. 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 Guayabate. So guayabate is technically guava roll candy. I was gonna drop it. But once again, reflexes like Catwoman. So see, it's guava roll candy. So it's literally like guava crushed with hella fucking sugar. And then they turn it into like a paste, and then they roll it, and then it rolls into this. Now that that's there, we're gonna push it out. Just push it out. Just, you know, be gentle with that. Once you have a little bit of it, then you can just bite into it. Oh my God. Oh my God. I forgot how good this was. Ooh, and this one has a little bit of chili. Latinas love chili. Hella good. Okay, I'm gonna stop now, but I could literally eat this whole thing. Like if I was watching like a Walk to Remember right now, or like The Notebook, this shit would be in my mouth the whole time while I was crying. Cause really, it's hard for me to cry. I'm not gonna lie. To make a teardrop from these eyes, you either have to show me like a love story with a tragic ending, or you have to have me gagging on something real good. And since I don't have no one to gag me right now, then I usually watch movies and I cry a little bit and eat some of this guayabate. Moving on to the next candy. Alright, so my next snack is more of a like nutty type of snack. It's these peanuts. They're called so the name is kind of like confusing. It really is, because it's Mexican Japanese peanuts. In Mexico they call these japoneses. I mean, that's just the name that we call it. I mean, I really don't know if people are gonna feel a certain way about it. I mean, I don't even know if they have these in like Japan, but that is the name that these little nuts have. Oh fuck, maybe I don't want to go there, but that's the name that these nuts have. They're called japoneses, okay? And it says right here, see, it says the real Mexican Japanese peanut. We're just gonna leave it at that. I don't want to start shit. But they're delicious. Hey, I've had a few Japanese nuts in my mouth, and they've all been delicious. I've never been disappointed, honey. Never. I make do with what God gives me or somebody else. So let's go ahead and try these. Oh my god, they're so good. So they're very crunchy, as you can tell. So there's like a peanut inside a shell. The shell, I think, is made by peanut paste, and then they glaze it with like a very fine powdered chili. So you get like a nutty taste, but also you get like this spicy kick to it towards the end, and it leaves your mouth a little bit hot. So it's almost like you keep on trying to fight the hotness with a little bit of more of the peanut taste, but then when that goes away, then you get the hot again, and then you have to get more peanuts, and then it's a cycle. It's like an addictive cycle, and it cannot be broken until you finish the bag. So like, let me get back to my one of my favorite shows about serial killers, and then let's keep on going through my favorite Mexican snacks. Okay, so what should we do next? Let's go with something simple, kind of basic, you know, plain Jane. And that is the obledas. So they're called obledas, okay? So obledas are technically like pieces of like, I would consider them the closest thing to like rice. It's like rice cakes, kind of like rice paper. It's technically like what Catholics, like I'm a Catholic. It's technically, it looks very similar to like what we call an hostia, which is like the little piece of bread that they give you when you go to church. And these ones are like pretty much like a candy version of it, and they're called obledas. And they're literally like, they have literally no taste. I mean, there is really no taste to it, but they're addicting. Like honestly, like if you ever see these, and like you just go to your local Mexican like shop, like market, and just buy these, and they're just addicting. I don't know why they're addicting, but they are. Oh. What do y'all think about like people that kill people? Like, I feel that all humans are born with the perfect balance of like good and evil. And as you go through life, not only things that happen to you, but the decisions that you make on your own as what you're going to do after those things happen define how the tilt of that balance is going to go. And but it's those decisions that we make as humans that determine like really the way that we're going to end up. And I think little things like that throughout life determine who you will become. And unfortunately, some people just become killers. Like, some people can only cope with their demons and nightmares by killing people. That half of the time, what I've noticed, is people that have something that reminds them of that dark part in their life. So that's why it's so interesting watching the shows, because it's not that they're making you want to feel sorry for the guy or for the lady that killed, but it's almost putting everything into perspective of this person was once a baby. They were once in, kindergarten. Then they grew up and shit happened. And after they started killing people. So it's interesting to see, like, their development as humans, and where were those crucial, like, turns that they took that made them become the killers that they became. But these are so good. Okay. I want to. From that, we're gonna go to something that's similar, but it's kind of like a come up. It's kind of like the next level of obledas, like the bitch that came to slay obledas. And those are, I don't know, they have different names because there's different brands of these types of obledas which have caramel in them. And the caramel usually is made by, it's either goat milk. Most of them are made by goat milk. And some of them are made like by what we called, it's called cajeta. That's what we call it. So cajeta is usually made by cow or goat milk. And it's literally like, it's thicker and richer than caramel. Caramel is more like liquidy and fluid. A bit thick. But these, as you can tell, this is like thick. And so somebody like a genius, someone that obviously went to college, decided to get an obleda, which are the other ones, and just make a sandwich with two of them and just put caramel in the middle. And these are very sticky. That's the only thing. They're super sticky. As you can tell, they're super sticky. Like, I don't even know. Oh, there we go. So good. Can you see, like, the thick ass caramel? So let me put this on my plate. Do you guys see that? So good. Oh my god. Girl, it's been too long. We were supposed to meet sooner. Look at this. God. These are actually my favorite. They have other ones with a way thicker, like, cookie portion. But for some reason, just a thin, like, coating of, like, the rice paper just holds, like, the caramel perfectly into place. It doesn't take away from it. It almost gives you that kind of, like block. It's like a little block that as soon as it melts, because once you put it in your mouth, the rice paper melts, and boom, an explosion of caramel just fills your mouth. Whoa. So sugary. Move on to, like, let's move on to another classic, very classic candy, like classic from, like, the days of my parents. Because my parents were raised with, like, the first two, which was, like, the like pumpkin candy and, like, the guava candy. Those are, like, Aztec candy. That is like from back in the day where they were building the pyramids candy. It's like it's never been out of style and it never goes out of style. And then this other one is kind of very similar. It's been like a staple of Mexican culture for years and decades, and it's called mazapan. And mazapan is technically like compressed powder, compressed peanut powder. So technically it's like a bunch of peanuts grind down to like a fine powder with sugar, and then they pack them into like these little like round pods like this. And literally as soon as you open it, like it kind of breaks, and then you just eat it. So it looks like that. And then you can break a bit. Boop. And then see. So good. There's a bit of a crunch sometimes. It becomes very pasty in your mouth. It's a mouthful. Once the powder starts mixing and melting with your saliva, it turns into a paste, and then you kind of, it just becomes like peanut, almost like peanut butter. It goes from powder to like peanut butter in your mouth after you mix it with your like saliva. Just add saliva. Literally, that's it. That's the recipe. Peanut powder and saliva. Oh. Yeah. So the next candy is Dublin. Dubalin. So Dubalin, it's literally just like, it's like almost like fudge. It's kind of like white chocolate and white chocolate fudge together. Dubalin looks like this. On the inside, see, there's white chocolate and then milk chocolate. And it's throughout. And usually they come with a tiny little spoon, which I have to look for. So I cannot find the little spoon that comes with it. So I'm going to have to travel back in time and just do what I used to do when I was a kid, which is I'm going to use my finger and dig into it, which I think is going to be kind of exciting. But let me just like get a new washcloth and just kind of like have a lot of sugar from the other stuff. Just wanna, cleanliness is always key to be a lady hunty. Who knows where this finger has been, or who has it been in? Oh, all right. So that would hurt, right? Look at this shit. So this is it, and then we're gonna dig into it. So good. Oh, this is good. This is yummy. So messy but delicious. I hope this beer is not too much. If it is, oh well. And let me tell you, like, chocolate from Mexico tastes very different than chocolate anywhere. Who the fuck knows? You know, people could be putting their fingers on it. I never care. I honestly, if something is good, I don't care. Don't tell me how it's made. I want my ignorance to protect me. So whatever they do to make the chocolate taste different than any other chocolate here in America, I don't care to know. I don't want to know the details. Just keep doing it, and I will keep buying it and eating it. Which brings me to the next conde donde. Conde. The best chocolate from Mexico is Carlos V. which in Spanish is Carlos Quinto, because the V is 5 in the Roman numeral. And he's the king of chocolate. That's why it's like there's that cute little Hispanic looking guy with a little like goatee and a little crown. Very reminiscent of me. Well, not really. He's cute. I'm cute too, but I'm cute like in a very like specific taste type of way. Like I'm not everyone's taste. Let me clear that up. I feel I've come to learn that I'm a lot of people's curiosity, but I feel there's curiosity and there's taste. I'm a lot of people's curiosity. Like when people see me, I'm kind of like their dirty little secret. I'm kind of like that truth that they don't want to tell nobody, but secretly they know it's true. Like I get a lot of guys hitting me up like on DMs and like very like down low. And I'm not just talking about straight guys. I'm talking about like gay guys, but like there's still that thing in the gay community. Like it's the truth. Let's put it out there. Yeah, like we might be cordial with each other, but there's definitely people that still are attached to their like types. I don't have a type at all. My dating and mating record, there is no consistency. And I don't think that speaks badly of me. I just feel that just says that anyone could be that person. As long as obviously they're biologically male. Because I need that. That is my sexual preference. And without it, then I don't think a mental and spiritual connection is enough, at least in this planet. Maybe if I die and all I have is my soul and I don't have an asshole or a dick, then probably, yeah, I could probably dig deeper into like my mental attraction. But unfortunately, we live in a physical world. And I need someone that was born a guy. Regardless if they wear makeup, regardless if they're girly or whatever, I need you to be a dude in the sheets. I need you when all of that makeup gets removed and all your like, you put your heels away. I need to make sure that you are a biological dude. And we're good. But anyways, this is Carlos Quinto. Or Carlos 5. Carlos the 5th. Carlitos V. Such good chocolate. It's delicious. What the fuck? I swear to God, my mom and my dad are crazy. I swear to God, like my mom right now is going haywire. I really want to I really want to soda this down. I really want to like just soda this down. So I'm going to have like my little favorite drink, which is Manzanita Sol. Manzanita Sol, which means apple sun, but it's technically like apple cider. So good. So good. And so my next snack is gonna be the chicken lollipop. It's literally called pollo asado, which means grilled chicken, barbecue chicken, grilled chicken. And the lollipop looks like this. Looks like literally like a rotisserie chicken technically. And it's super savory and spicy, but it's like not like, it doesn't taste like a chicken, but it's just as good as a fucking chicken. So good. This is hella good. I'm not trying to be gross. Like, I love rubbing this into my tongue because it has all these like prickly, like chili, like prickles. It almost looks like chicken skin, which I'm guessing that is part of the design. And like, when I used to be a little kid, I would like stick my tongue out and then just rub it up and down until they dissolve. So that's what I was doing. I'm not gonna do that. That just looks really bad. Manzanita salt to the rescue. Hey. It's called Paleta Payaso, which literally means like lollipop clown or popsicle clown. And this is like very Instagram. This is like me on Instagram, me in real life. Like for real, like filter me in Instagram. This is what you get when you open the fucking door. So good. Alright, so actually I forgot that there was one more candy, and this is it's called Pavito Prico, which is technically like literally nothing but sugar and chili. So it kind of looks like this, very like sugary. And then so good. I washed my hands, by the way. So I'm gonna down the rest. So spicy. Oh. That was good. So the next one is called Gancitos. And as you can tell, it's kind of like a Mexican Twinkie, but with chocolate. It has chocolate, like almost like frosting inside, and then it has strawberry jam. So it kind of looks like that. Do you guys see the resemblance? Chocolate, frosting, strawberry, and bread. This, dunk it into like a cold glass of milk, or get a little bit of ice, put it in a nice glass jar, throw in some milk, and then dip it like 3 times, pull it out, take a bite. Heaven. Third to the last is buñuelos. Boom. So they're technically like it's almost like a variation of a churro, but instead of like being like thick and doughy, It's like thin pieces of like churro batter dipped technically in sugar. They kind of look, technically they look like that, but it's broken. See how that, yeah, so they look like that, but they've been crushed. And I actually usually crush them because I like to kind of eat them like this. How good. So the next one is called rebanadas. And so rebanadas are literally 2 pieces of like of bread. So it's like Wonder Bread is like toasted, like extremely toasted Wonder Bread with cream filling. So it's literally like magical. It's like, so see how it looks like? So it comes in a square, but I just like broke it, and they're individually packed like this. And then they look like that, and I love to do is I love to like open it and then see the inside. And then I just like eating it. Alright, you guys, I saved the best for last. And the best for last is the savory snack, which is my favorite chips in the whole wide universe, which are rancheritos. Rancheritos are the shiz. They are the bomb. Forget everything else that I've taught you today, darling. If one thing and one thing only sticks in your mind is rancheritos. This here is the litiest clitiest of all the Mexican snacks. This wins the award. Rancheritos. Say it 3 times. Say it loud. Say it proud. Close your eyes, open your mouth, and swallow it up, honey. They're the perfect size. The smell is... it just smells good. Like, you smell it and you already start, like, salivating. So good. It tastes like every chip out there. It has the crunchiness of a Dorito, the saltiness of a Frito, the Olay of a Frito-Lay. But yet there's something different. And I cannot put my finger on it. But I really want to put my finger on it. I just don't know what it is. This makes me feel like Erica Moore. If you don't know who Erica Moore is, Google it. I'll put her link of Instagram on my description box. Erica Moore is fucking hilarious. I love her. This makes me want to say, do you know who we are, darling? Do you? Do you know who we are? We are fucking chip destroyers. Yeah. We're fucking chip destroyers. They actually say something else that is not appropriate. Well, I guess what I said was not appropriate. But they say something that is even more inappropriate. Because Erica Moore is like an adult, like, film star. But she's hella funny. Alright, you guys. So that's it. Those are all my favorite Mexican snacks. They're so good. So now that you guys know about the snacks that I love and are dear to my heart from Mexico or from Latin America, go out there and try them all, or try one or try none. But I hope you enjoyed my video, and on my next video, I don't know what I'm going to be doing, but I did went to Target today and I got something very interesting, which is this right here, the Arc, which is like a teeth whitening like situation that I still have to read about. So I might be reviewing that, or I might be reviewing something different, or I might just be talking about something completely different. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video and enjoyed the snacks with me, and I'll see you guys on my next video. Okay, goodbye.